One. Stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
One second, thought. A motion and second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from May 19th.
I will second that.
Motion second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You got somebody wants to approve the
Yep,
claim?
I've reviewed the claims. I'll make a motion to accept for the total of $283,718.67.
No second, huh? Motion and second, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting attended.
Had a conservation meeting, Jacob's not here. I had the totals down, but I didn't bring my papers. 4,500 kids they saw this year so far through programs. I thought that was good. They redid the bathrooms down at Snively, so we had our meeting down there and they look really nice. They did a great job down there. Other than that, just kind of business as usual. Yeah. They did recruit for a power rake. So go down gravel roads and they can bring this rock back up and do these without spending more money on rock.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a worthwhile purchase. We'll see here in a few weeks when we get it, how well it works. So,
Sean, I've been asked, they discussed about selling any land to get them back on the tax rolls, but they've talked about.
land like nature trail land kind of stuff.
Whatever.
They had briefly talked about it at the meeting before. And then last night, it was brought up, but really nothing has been decided. They're still in the fact finding part of it.
Oh, I had a 911 budget amendment meeting with them. Amend the budget for that radio purchase that they made and there was some comment from I think the woman's son that they'd ordered a radio and went to pick it up and the guy honored it with the state contract is void right now. They're in negotiations, so previously, the state sounded to me like basically an $8,000 radio to us was really 16,000. The state was subsidizing that half of it. So now that $8,000 radio is 16,000 until the state gets something figured out and they don't think it's going to be that good in the future, but they're hoping to get at least 35%. So it might be a good thing that we bought them radios when we did. So that may be adjustment coming in the future.
It's always something.
Yeah. And then, so I did meet with Will Buster at the courthouse and his thoughts were kind of like mine. He didn't think a lean-to would look that good on there. And my concerns too was that snowplow hitting one of them posts or a car hitting one of them posts. But as we talking it over, I told him my concerns with the other guy's idea of the 6 inches concrete. And he knew a structural engineer from Burlington. So I called him and he came up a week ago Friday. I met with him. And he said they had a very similar situation down by F&M Bank in Burlington, like on a sidewalk area where they had some metal covers of some sort. He said 40 years ago, I think he said that they put an inch of concrete on it and then coated it with waterproof coating of some sort, and it's held up for 40 years. And I kind of questioned him on an inch, but he said, well, you can go down there and look at it, and it's held up. So he's supposed to be getting me some information on that water coating and who does that, and the specs on the concrete to do it, so I haven't figured I'd hear back from him that by now, but I haven't, so I'm waiting on that.
Well, I won't be here in 40 years, so,
Well,
you know, that's pretty good for waterproof coating, seriously.
well, he said you gotta redo it every 10 to 15 years of coating.
Okay.
Yeah, the coating itself is only
You
good.
gotta
for 10
rejuvenate it.
Yeah, but he said that's,
So we can keep the water out of it, I'm for it.
well, yeah, because currently right now there's some rebar showing on the top and the bottom. And like he said, that, you know, you keep letting that go, you're gonna lose your strength if that rebar gets too rotten, so.
Agreed.
Anyway, that was his suggestion, so I'm just waiting to hear back from him on some particulars, but that sounded like a doable
Yeah, you
thing.
put it on, if it doesn't work, what are you out?
Well, I figured if it's worked down there for
Right.
40 years, at least we have,
I
you know, some history.
I think
that-
it would, yeah.
So. I haven't been down there, but I was gonna go down there and take a look at it sometime too.
Yeah.
That was all I had last week, the last 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, at a community action meeting, executive director of that board down there is retiring after like 29 years of service. So they formed a committee to search for a new director. I did not get on it. But anyway, other than that, business as usual down there. Also had early childhood meeting. Merger is going through steps with more counties merging together. State legislator finally just pretty much left ECI as intact as it was, but they're still wanting to take over home business at some point. And I'm not sure after the merger what county representation will look like, if they're still gonna want an elected official on there or not. So, and they didn't know either. Then I went to a 4.5 hour workforce development summit in Iowa City, followed by an 1.5 hour board meeting. It was interesting. Another big merger taking place there. And then I had a workforce development CEO meeting to approve the decisions the board made at the other meeting. And I had a Southeast Iowa Regional Planning meeting, approved the budget and some rate increases. C-bus rates are going up
Yeah.
some, but it's the first time they raised them in 12 years.
Yeah.
So it was needed. So I already told you when I talked with Zach James about the generator.
Yeah.
I think probably we'll end up having to do theirs. It would be a year before we could get a generator with a grant, so I think we're probably just gonna have to spend some lost money and do it.
It needs to be done.
So. Also, I went in today and helped Susan run a bunch of sample ballots through some new machines. And other than that.
Great.
And that was about it. So. Time for public input on meetings, items to be on next week's agenda.
Kevin, you mentioned, counties merging. What was that about?
Just about every committee I'm on, early childhood development, workforce development.
I mean, counties,
Yeah,
but counties merging services that they provide within the county? Was that what they were talking about, or?
Well, they're merging with other counties to form a bigger. District,
Redistricting,
I
basically.
see.
because of cuts in funding,
Sure.
they can't afford to have like 2 full boards on payroll. They're condensing down and going to 1 board
Did
instead.
they say anything about how counties should look at privatizing services or anything like that?
Has not been mentioned yet, no.
Thank you.
I think that's about it for meetings, and then the public input. Any more public input? Had a chance to look at payroll changes?
I did,
And,
nothing major.
we had a summer hire, I believe,
Yeah,
for
for conservation.
conservation and a step raise for someone out of the roads.
Yeah.
So. Okay, discussion and possible action to approve Resolution 202623 for subdivision.
Second subdivision.
That's one over the top of another one. This is a farm subdivision. There's the plat. Here's where it is on G44. Basically what they're doing is they're splitting this parcel and this parcel. This is gonna belong to one guy, he wants to get on along with somebody else. So that gives you an idea where it's at on G44.
I did,
This is
I did last,
that they're splitting.
after I
This
had
one
training.
Yeah. This
Can't be on top of anything
here.
You need to stay away from them. Make sure you don't cover any numbers.
What is that?
You get-
Summit farmland. Oh.
So just when they sign.
That's what I
make sure
thought, they
everybody
bought
signs.
quite a bit of that. Yeah. Sold, but now they're splitting this and one guy's buying this and another guy's buying it. Is what it amounts to. I don't know if you wanted to see it, Kevin, if you don't know where it's at, it's out there on G44X.
Not gonna build anything on it.
No, this is just a farm subdivision. That just kind of shows you the same thing, but I don't know about it.
We'll just sell it to somebody local.
Don't know, I didn't get, they didn't tell me any names if they was, who was buying it, but it sounded to me like it was local.
Everything's kosher with you now?
Yeah, everything's good on all of my end, my board.
Got a motion, Scott?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 202623.
I'll second it.
A motion and a second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Yeah, carries. Did you guys sign that?
But
We're
Don't
gonna
sign
this
up
in
any
one
numbers.
place.
Just important ones.
he's not on there, so we can't make no comments.
Signed it.
Do I have this in there?
Yes. And then we'll get the copy when.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it back to record it, yep.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
We're good?
You
You got it,
Brian?
Unless it's, unless you wanna keep it.
No, I don't care.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next Tuesday, did you get my email today?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Rista's gonna be there,
Okay,
so we're gonna discuss trying to. Then Arlene.
okay.
Anyway, see you guys.
Bye.
Okay, we had on our discussion possible action for the curve over at the courthouse. Jacob had contacted Susan the other day and he had a leftover open bag of dry creek. Wanted to know if it was okay if he brought that in and mixed it up and then patched that curb. I said, go ahead, and he did, it looks nice.
Yeah,
Good
That's
job.
really good. You did a great job.
Well, that's taken care of.
Till the freeze and thaw anyway, right?
Yeah, I don't know how.
I said till the first snowplow, then we'll see how it holds.
It's okay, as long as it keeps through, I'm tripping,
Yeah.
fine. Jacob for the win again, huh?
Yep.
I
Alright,
haven't heard anything from Adam that would say there was a problem with this next item.
No, he had no issues
They
with
had
it.
no issues with it, so it's
Okay.
application for approval of construction on Louisa County right of way to install a cable on 65th Street, L Avenue and M Avenue.
I'll make a motion to approve Eastern Iowa Light and Power Cooperatives application of construction.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been motion and second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Is that for you? Now discussion and possible action to set a public hearing for a fiscal year 26 budget amendment for June 16th at 8:45 AM. You guys been privy to this information?
Yeah. That'd be at our next regular scheduled meeting.
I believe.
Schedule 45, yeah.
It'll be-
One in between.
Yeah, for the election.
We have one every week this.
Yeah, but this is our
This is on the sixth.
scheduled one.
Yeah, it's a scheduled one, yeah.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to set the public hearing for a budget amendment to June 16th, 2026 at 8:45 AM.
I'll second that.
Motion and second, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Use that. Okay, receive information from county employees. I don't see any here, other than I had a call from Adam. The state legislature, effective July 1st, has raised the speed limit on 2-lane roads to 60 mile an hour. Which make
Sheriff, I'm sorry, we've got several Adams.
Adam shut.
Sheriff, thank you.
2-lane hard paved roads.
Right. And so he said there could be some signage expense.
Yeah, I seen that the other day, so do we have to do that, or is that?
It's gonna be set as the default statewide, so.
Answer that.
And they're not gonna help us with the signs either, I'm sure of that.
Well, and the other question is, corners at 50 mile an hour or greater were not marked as needing to slow down, but with a 60 mile an hour,
Now they're gonna have to.
now there might have to be some engineering done on certain corners to see if, or some studies to see if they need to be marked. And he said, if I have to do that, there's no way by July 1st, that kind of stuff's gonna be done. So some counties are coming up with a resolution to extend the out 3 months or so to give them more time to. So he will be here, he said, next meeting and have further discussion on that, but I just giving you a heads up.
Well, I'm certainly not against going 60 instead of 55, but I'm
Well,
not real wild about having the added expense to do all the signage.
Do they replace every sign or did they just put new stickers up?
No,
that's
signs,
That is ridiculous, in my
because
opinion.
they're reflective.
I know, but that is totally asinine, can I say that? Because every sign should just be a sticker
Another
replacement.
example of the state making rules that we have to follow and pay for. It happens a lot.
I don't think it's gonna be for the good.
Well, 55, they drive 60.
Yeah,
60, they
yeah,
drive
yeah.
60.
So we do 65, it'll be, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't drive 55. There's a song like that.
So anyway, that's just a heads up. I'm sure Adam will have more information on that next week. And other than that, I don't have anything else.
I'll make a motion for adjournment then.
No second.
Motion second, all in favor?
All right.
You looked out now.
Yeah, all right.
I'll tell
You
them.
can say more later.
See, ask them if they don't address it.
It's amazing how the state did that and they had no discussion with any county.
Yeah.
We're right on through.
This budget amendment is just for
Budget?
medical exam.
Medical.
We had so many autopsies that they're gonna run out of money.
She put six grand in, but it wasn't enough. We've done so many autopsies coming out that they blew right through it.
What's causing them?
Somebody's calling for autopsies
Cause of death.
for cause of death.
I don't know.
More than
I don't know.